Hey there, welcome to IS306 Labs number 5.5. This is kind of a special episode that's kind of in between 5 and 6, where I'm just going to give you an introduction to Microsoft Expression Web 4 as well as guide you how to set it up to prepare for your project. Now, Microsoft Expression Web is going to be the official tool that is going to be supported for your project, so we highly encourage you to use this tool, which is available for you free as SMU students. So the first thing is to show you where you can get it. So simply just go to blue.smu.edu.sg and then go find this little link in the corner here that says Stream Spark Premium MSDN AA. Alright, so that will get you to sign in and you'll come to this page. Now, it looks a little strange on my computer. It's like all yellow. I have no idea why it's doing that. So it might look a little bit different on your computer. But once you are here, you just go to the categories and look for developer tools, which will bring you to this page. And you got to find Microsoft Expression Studio 4. So once you've done that, basically, just download the installer and you can install Microsoft Expression Studio on your machine. Once you've got that installed, just launch Microsoft Expression Web. That is the software that you can use to develop for your project. And this is how Microsoft Expression Web 4 looks like. So to start on your work, just go to Site and choose Open Site and navigate to the folder where your GitHub folder is located. In my case, it's inside the desktop, and you got to open the PHP folder. So that's the folder where you're gonna be all your code's gonna be located, and choose Open. Click Open again, and you'll see all of the files. So you can create new files just by right-clicking and choosing New, and creating new HTML or PHP files. And once you have a file open, you'll be able to see how this program is very useful for you in terms of your coding. Alright, there are three views on Expression Web. There's the design view where you do things, with the what you see is what you get editor. You have the split view, which shows your design on one half and your code on the other half. And finally, you have the code view where you see all of your code. So I do highly encourage you to use the split or the code view rather than the design view, because it allows you to really control your HTML. And as you can see, this gives you a pretty good support. So for example, I can click A and it will now allow you to predict all of the HTML stuff. It's also able to tell you when you've got a broken HTML, and will give you suggestions on how you can fix your broken HTML. So that's one of the great things about this particular program. The other thing about it is that with one shortcut key, you're able to launch whatever that you're coding on a web browser. By default, it will only show Windows Internet Explorer, but of course for your project, you're required to do something that is for Google Chrome. So to add Google Chrome into Expression Web 4, just click on the Edit Browser list and choose Add. Okay, the next step is to go to your Start menu and look for the Google Chrome shortcut. I'm taking the long way here so that you can see how is it to get there. So Google Chrome, and right-click on the shortcut, and select all of the text within the target text field and copy the entire thing. Go back to Expression Web. In the name, just type Google Chrome, and in the command, just paste the entire line that you've copied earlier and click OK. And you can tick this if you want Expression Web to open both Google Chrome as well as Internet Explorer when you're choosing the Preview in Multiple Browsers option. You don't really have to do that, but you could do it. And all you have to do to preview this in Google Chrome is to choose this drop-down menu here and click on Google Chrome. So that will show the entire web page that you're editing on Google Chrome itself. And from this point onwards, Google Chrome will become the default one. So whenever you click on this or just press F12 on your keyboard, this entire file will preview on Google Chrome itself, which is a very nice feature. So I do recommend you to code with Google Chrome because the pages usually render on different web browsers for your project, all you need to be concerned about is Google Chrome, and Google Chrome has some very nice developer tools. So you can right click and choose any element that you want to inspect, click on inspect element, and it will open up the developer's console, which will give you a very deep in-depth look at that particular line of code. It gives you allows you to do really quick debugging as well. So that is Microsoft Expression Web, and Microsoft Expression Web also has support for PHP, which is the really brilliant part. So if you've got a PHP file, for example, and you do the same thing to preview it, what's going to happen is that when you click on the preview version, it will launch a special PHP server. It's a temporary server, and will actually be able to render your PHP code. So you can actually take a look at PHP without installing WAMP or going through any other crazy stuff, which is really very useful. So Expression Web has full support for PHP if you're coding, when you're coding in PHP for your project, and using Google Chrome and an Expression Web local PHP server, which is really nice. And that was a quick introduction to Microsoft Expression Web 4. We highly encourage you to use Microsoft Expression Web simply because, one, it's free, two, for a free program, it's actually quite powerful. Of course, it's only free if you are an SMU SIS student. If you happen to be watching this video from elsewhere, I'm sorry, but you gotta pay for it. So that's it. As usual, if you've got any questions, just ask me, find me on the discussion boards in the IS306 eLearn discussion board, and I'll be there to answer any of your questions. For the next few episodes, I'll be teaching you guys HTML, CSS, as well as designing layouts on CSS, so be sure to check those out because they'll be very useful for a project. Until then, see you guys soon. Bye.